What? How creepy is that? Dude, you see, stuff like that is why people are weird, dude. Typically when I travel, it's to go to gaming conventions. So when we stay or choose our accommodations, we usually get hotels that are pretty nice, somewhere really near the convention center. They cost a little bit more, but I've gotten to the point to where I just feel more comfortable in big hotels. And I've played around with the ideas of going to cheaper hotels before, which kind of creeped me out. Even though they saved me a little bit of money, it's usually not worth it for my peace of mind. And I've already toyed with the idea of going to Airbnbs, but I've heard some crazy stories about how there's some in some strange neighborhoods and there's weird people roaming around and or bad locations, and I'm not really down with that. So when I saw this animation by Horror Shorts Party today about a true B&B horror story, I definitely wanted to check it out. Let's react to it. It's usually pretty good. The Eiffel Tower.
This happened to me on a trip to Lyon, France. I was traveling solo from the States and had booked a stay with this old couple in their house. I'd say old. They must have been in their mid-60s. It was a new listing and only had a couple of reviews, but they were both really positive. From the photos, I could tell that this place wasn't exactly a 5-star joint, but for the price, it was a steal.
Would you stay with some people at an Airbnb? Is that a normal thing? Like, I can't imagine having some strange person just come in my house and bunk. Like I couldn't do. How do people do this? Is this real? Oh my god, I'm such a country boy, y'all.
And in a great location to boot. That first night when I arrived, the older couple actually made dinner for me.
Wow.
It was a nice touch, and who was I to refuse? Their English was decent, so we chatted and shared a few stories, and afterwards I went to explore the city and get a few drinks.
Nice.
I must have returned around 10 PM, and my hosts were nowhere to be seen. In bed asleep, I figured.
Probably.
The pair had told me at dinner to help myself to a little wine, which is precisely what I did when I got in. Nice folks. Afterwards, I went up to my bedroom to settle down myself. Now, I usually have trouble sleeping, but that night I fell asleep with surprising ease. All the traveling that day had worn me out, and that little bit of wine probably helped too, I guess.
Now, here's when you start thinking if you're unnaturally tired. What if there was a little something in that drink? Maybe I'm just suspicious.
I'm not sure what time it was, but I awoke in the night to a flash of lightning.
Oh.
You know when your eyes are closed, but you can still tell there was a flash of bright light?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was just like that. I remained curled up in bed with my eyes still shut, waiting for the crash of thunder to come with it. I counted the passing seconds in my head. My mum always used to tell me that however many seconds there were between the lightning and thunder, that was how many miles away it had struck.
Yeah.
So
I heard that too.
Counting away in my head. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20, 30. That's odd, I thought. No thunder. It was then, through closed eyelids, that I sensed another lightning flash. Again, I waited for the thunder, but it never came. I sat up in bed and opened my eyes, just to see if my sleep-hazed mind was playing tricks on me. It hadn't been. Inside my bedroom were my two hosts.
What?
Initially, I didn't realize just how bizarre this situation was. I was still in that confused, just out of sleep state.
Oh no.
Even still, I knew there was something off about their expressions. As my eyes adjusted, I could tell what was wrong.
What?
They were both wearing masks. Latex masks of old human faces with exaggerated features. The flashes had been from the camera the woman was holding. They had been taking pictures of me whilst I slept.
What? How creepy is that? Dude, You see, stuff like that is why people are weird, dude. Other people are weird. They got some weirdos out there. Oh my God.
The husband was nearer to the bed than the wife, though.
He had a wrench.
And he was in mid-step, moving closer. She was further back by the door. It was as if he wanted to be in the pictures. With me now awake, they both froze like a pair of mannequins. What do you want?
Like they weren't there or something. Oh, us? Oh, we was just yeah, we wanted to see if you wanted to be part of the Halloween parade that we practicing for. Yeah, that's it. What?
At the time, I couldn't think of anything else to say. The adrenaline hadn't kicked in yet. I was more confused than freaked out. You're dreaming, said the male.
What?
His voice muffled behind the latex mask.
No, I'm not.
Then, backing up towards the door. Good night. It wasn't until I noticed the metal wrench in the old man's hand that the situation fully dawned on me. I quickly gathered my shit and made for the front door, glancing around like crazy in case the old fucks tried to ambush me with the wrench from around the corner. Needless to say, I contacted the police immediately, though nothing ever came of it.
God dang! I don't even know what I would have done in that situation. I wouldn't have been surprised or confused. I would have been freaked the F out. You understand? I would have lost my dadgone mind in there. Oh, man.
My evidence was all anecdotal. The old geezers had been smart enough to delete all of the pictures. My complaints to Airbnb were largely ignored too.
What?
Though the old couple did remove their listing from the site. I don't know what all of that was about. Some cult-like shit? A messed up fetish?
Oh.
Some fucking potential snuff pictures they were making. The old man was definitely in the shots, and it was clear that he was trying to step towards me quietly,
Yeah.
wrench in hand. Whatever the case, I'll never complain about being a light sleeper again. I still check Airbnb regularly, just to make sure they don't use it to lure anyone else in.
Wow. Oh, man. Just freaky pictures. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. And you know, that doesn't surprise me too. People, the things people do for attention or their own private life or anything nowadays, I mean, they're getting more and more and more extreme, right? And this is a perfect example of, oh my God. Well, that says it all. I'm never going to an Airbnb for sure. Guys, I hope y'all really enjoyed this one. Make sure to check the links below, and thank you so much for Horror Shorts Party for allowing me to react to your animation. Make sure to sub to their channel as well as mine if you like these type of videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.